And Ursula rules the seas! And now, MOK gets to find- oh, wait, not yet. Sorry, not yet. This was actually a rivalry that only turned up now. Just for the novelty of having this happen, because it could. Gladys allows transport to new levels of consciousness. And Hook is like, what is going on? There is a green portal, I must go inside of it, it looks shiny. And then he and Holly are now both in the live-action dimension. It was really distracting at first, because this Hook wasn't explicitly the Disney Hook, but, you know, as 73 Women pointed out, maybe it was Man Woo who pointed it out, he is definitely based on him, so, you know, who cares anymore? It's just an awesome fight. And Holly, thank you again, Christopher Lee. Holly says, I'm gonna use the Forces of Chaos again. Ah, the Forces of Chaos are no match against guns! How did I miss that? You'll be dragged back into the animated universe. But Hook's trapped there! Now, Rasputin and Jafar, you know, they weren't totally a rivalry, but... come on, you all just wanted to see the two of them fight, and you know it! Well, I say animated sorcerers, one Disney, one non-Disney. Who do you think of? Well, I would think of, like, Rasputin and Mosenrath, but I'm me. You would think of Rasputin and Jafar. And once again, you must turn into giant animals. It's actually on the Evil Overlord list. I will not turn into a giant snake, it never helps. I think it's funny. Because it's so specifically tailored to Jafar. So Jafar decides to use his third wish! Oh! This is... you will regret this for a long time, Jafar. You will regret this for a long time. Bartok's just like, hey, look at that! Rasputin's like, no, he's an all-powerful genie! What do I do now? And Jafar's like, oh, dang it, I'm an all-powerful genie, what do I do now? So, effectively, they took each other out. Jafar's wish destroyed the both of them. Sort of. Jafar's not quite done yet. See that lamp just waiting there to be picked up? Here's where MOK finds out. MOK finds out that that guy he killed way back in round 1 is actually alive and wants to rip his guts out slowly one by one with a dull ballpoint pen. Anyway, he's too busy enlisting the help of the Loa, which I did some research into voodoo because I'm a nerd. That's what malevolent voodoo gods are called, Loa. I'm using them to summon the beast, the devil Satan thing. And they're like, hey, this was not in our contract. Facility is like, are we having a change of heart? And they're like, yes we are. And MOK's like, you're alive?! Yes, and with a vengeance! No, this cannot be! No fanfiction after 1 AM, Jacey. And Facilier has grown so powerful through all the matches, through all that Hades put him through, he's become so powerful. He can send the devil back to where it came from. MOK's like, no! No! Don't leave me! And then Facilier is the crowning moment of awesome! Slapped with the cane! It's kind of a meme. Gosh darn it, MOK, stop falling into pits! Oh, and that concludes the main portion of the season finale. Let's see the victor spoils. Hades rules the realm of gods. Ursula rules the seas. For now. Ratigan rules rats. Ratcliffe got Europe, or a part of it. See, the Disney villains have won a lot of minor kingdoms, but ultimately they've lost. Anyway, Shan Yu has China. Yzma has Peru. Gee, I wonder if those last two are going to, you know, consolidate into a Chinese-Peruvian empire. that sounds weird until you realize that that's actually what's gonna happen. Ramses has Egypt back. Get back to work! Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we did pick the wrong side, Hotep. Tremaine and Drizella are working for Kent Mansley, their worst nightmare. No one suspected that was foreshadowing, but it was. And Ruber is king of the world! Even though the Disney villains have won the minor kingdoms, Ruber's their overlord. Ruberian Age, year 1. I should not have talked over that soundbite. Yeah, that was a recurring phrase, the Ruberian Age, year 1. Maleficent mourns her losses. What do I do now? Revenge! Oh, Frollo, where are you now? You are in hell. And we all thought that this was Turnbock looking at him like, I have plans for you, but so far nothing's happened. And, you know, the footage probably wouldn't allow it, so I'm not really sure anything's going to happen on that front anymore, even though I was once convinced. What we do know is that Chernabog is canonically playing jump rope with Frollo's intestines. Yeah, that has been said by 73 Woodman. It's hilarious to visualize, isn't it? Disgusting, but hilarious. And so, yeah, we're gonna watch the credits, because there's a stinger. There's a stinger that leads up to, Season 2. That's me! JaceyDemy! See, there is this huge community around this thing now. We all work together. That doesn't date that at all. And the stinger? MOK is not dead! Which is good, cause get right here on alcoholic drinks. I love him! Okay. Now let's hit up the season premiere of Season 2 of Disney versus non-Disney villains. Because it only gets better. It honestly only gets better.